Phoenix. Phoenixes are magical birds known for their immortality. They regenerate by bursting into flames and being reborn from their ashes. Fawkes Dumbledore's Phoenix is the most famous example in the series. Phoenixes have healing tears, immense loyalty, and can carry heavy loads. Their song boosts courage, and their feathers are incredibly powerful. 2 of them were used in the cores of Harry and Voldemort's wands. Phoenixes are extremely rare, hard to domesticate, and are symbols of rebirth, resilience, and sacrifice. Fawkes saves Harry's life in the Chamber of Secrets and disappears after Dumbledore's death, underlining their deep emotional intelligence and magical connection to their chosen companion. Thestral. Thestrals are skeletal bat-winged horses, only seen by those who've witnessed death. They pull the carriages to Hogwarts, though most students don't realize it at first. Harry only sees them after witnessing Cedric's death. Despite their eerie appearance, Thestrals are gentle, highly intelligent, and incredibly fast. They're excellent at navigating long distances, even without being seen. The Ministry considers them dangerous, mostly due to superstition, but Hagrid proves they can be trained and trusted. Their ability to travel undetected made them ideal for the Order of the Phoenix, who use them during missions. Thestrals symbolize acceptance of loss and the truth behind appearances. Dementor. Dementors are terrifying, wraith-like creatures used by the Ministry of Magic to guard Azkaban. They feed on human happiness, leaving their victims in a state of despair and emptiness. Their presence brings cold darkness and fear. Prolonged exposure can cause permanent depression or insanity. The Dementor's kiss, their most feared attack, sucks out a person's soul, leaving them a hollow shell. They don't distinguish between good or evil. They feed on anyone. In Prisoner of Azkaban, Harry faints in their presence due to past trauma until he learns the Patronus charm. By Order of the Phoenix, the Ministry loses control over them, and they ally with Voldemort. Eventually, under Kingsley's leadership, they are removed from Azkaban due to their cruelty. Basilisk. The Basilisk is one of the most dangerous magical creatures in existence, often called the King of Serpents. It's a giant snake bred from a chicken egg hatched beneath a toad. Its most terrifying feature is its gaze. Direct eye contact causes instant death, while indirect contact leads to petrification. The Basilisk in Chamber of Secrets is over 50 feet long and controlled by Tom Riddle through Parseltongue. It kills Moaning Myrtle and petrifies several students, a cat, and even a ghost. Its fangs are venomous enough to destroy Horcruxes, as shown when Harry uses one to destroy Tom Riddle's diary. Basilisks are rare, feared, and typically uncontrollable. Only a Parselmouth can command them, making them symbols of death and dark legacy. Dragon. Dragons are among the most iconic magical creatures, known for their size, strength, and fire-breathing abilities. There are 10 known breeds, including the deadly Hungarian Horntail, the Chinese Fireball, and the Swedish Short Snout. Dragons are used in illegal fights, guarded treasure, and even protected Gringotts' deepest vaults. The Triwizard Tournament's first task features different dragons, with Harry facing the Horntail, one of the most aggressive and territorial species. They are classified as Class XXXXX creatures, meaning they are known wizard killers and nearly impossible to train. Their hides are used in armor and gloves. While heartstrings are used as wand cores despite their fearsome reputation, some wizards like Charlie Weasley dedicate their lives to studying and protecting them. Hippogriff. Hippogriffs are proud, majestic creatures with the body of a horse and the head, wings, and talons of a giant eagle. Respect is everything to them. To approach one safely, you must bow and wait for it to bow back. Buckbeak, the most famous hippogriff in the series, is introduced in Prisoner of Azkaban during Hagrid's first Care of Magical Creatures class. Hippogriffs can fly long distances, are highly intelligent, and fiercely loyal. Buckbeak helps Sirius Black escape, and later fights alongside Hagrid in the Battle of Hogwarts. Mishandling or insulting a hippogriff can result in serious injury, as Draco Malfoy learned the hard way. Acromantula. Acromantulas are giant sentient spiders native to the jungles of Borneo. They can speak human language, but are highly dangerous and aggressive. Aragog, Hagrid's beloved Acromantula, is the most well-known, raised in Hogwarts dungeons before being relocated to the Forbidden Forest. Acromantulas are classified as Class XXXXX due to their lethal nature and taste for human flesh. They reproduce rapidly, forming massive colonies. Despite Hagrid's bond with Aragog, the creatures don't extend that loyalty to others. During the Battle of Hogwarts, the Acromantula colony is driven out of the forest and turns against the defenders of the castle, showing just how terrifying and uncontrollable they are in a fight. Nagini. Nagini is Voldemort's loyal serpent companion, and more than just a magical creature, she's a maledictus, a witch cursed to transform permanently into a snake. While her human life is shown in Fantastic Beasts, by the time of the Harry Potter series, she's fully reptilian and deeply bonded with Voldemort. He uses her as a weapon and a Horcrux, hiding a fragment of his soul inside her after murdering Bertha Jorkins. Nagini kills several characters, including Charity Burbage and Severus Snape, and attacks Arthur Weasley. Her death is pivotal. Neville Longbottom beheads her with the Sword of Gryffindor in Deathly Hallows, destroying the final Horcrux and making Voldemort mortal once again. She's a living symbol of Voldemort's manipulation, control, and obsession with immortality. Werewolf. Werewolves are humans cursed to transform into savage beasts during the full moon. The transformation is painful, and victims lose all control, becoming extremely dangerous to others. Remus Lupin is the most notable werewolf in the series, bitten as a child by Fenrir Greyback, a werewolf who targets children. Wolfsbane potion allows Lupin to keep his mind during transformations, but the stigma around werewolves keeps him in poverty and fear. Fenrir, on the other hand, embraces the curse, using it as a weapon for Voldemort. Werewolves aren't inherently evil, but the magical community often treats them as outcasts, highlighting the prejudice and fear they face in the wizarding world. Centaur. Centaurs are proud, intelligent beings with the upper body of a human and the lower body of a horse. They live deep in the Forbidden Forest and prefer to remain separate from wizarding society. Known for their skill in divination, astronomy, and healing, they view interference in human affairs as dishonorable. Firenze is the only centaur who agrees to teach at Hogwarts, causing tension within his herd. The Ministry classifies centaurs as beings, but many reject the label, considering themselves superior to humans and resentful of how wizards treat magical creatures. Unicorn. Unicorns are among the purest and most magical creatures in the wizarding world. They inhabit the Forbidden Forest and are known for their beauty, speed, and silver blood, which has powerful life-sustaining properties, though using it is considered a cursed act. Only those with pure intentions can approach them, and they're especially drawn to women. In Philosopher's Stone, Voldemort kills a unicorn to survive, an act described as unnatural and damning. Unicorn hair is also one of 3 core wand materials used by Ollivander, prized for its consistency and reliability. Merpeople. Merpeople are the aquatic beings who live in lakes and seas with a distinct culture and language called Mermish. The most notable merfolk appear in the Black Lake at Hogwarts during the Triwizard Tournament. They're depicted as fierce and territorial, but also intelligent and organized, with their own society and laws. Their appearance is more monstrous than beautiful. Gray skin, sharp teeth, and green hair, a sharp contrast to Muggle myths. Despite their fearsome look, they honor agreements, as shown when they protect hostages during the second task of the tournament. Grindylow. Grindylows are small, pale green water demons known for their aggression and sharp horn-like fingers. They inhabit lakes and marshes, including the Black Lake at Hogwarts. Despite their size, they can be dangerous in groups, especially to inexperienced swimmers. They are featured during the second task of the Triwizard Tournament, attacking Harry as he searches for hostages. While classified as dark creatures, merpeople and other magical beings have learned to domesticate them. Lupin even teaches about Grindylows during a Defense Against the Dark Arts class in Prisoner of Azkaban. Boggart. A boggart is a shape-shifting creature that takes the form of whatever its observer fears most. Its true appearance is unknown, as it instantly transforms upon being seen. Boggarts are found in dark enclosed spaces, like closets and cabinets. The ridiculous charm paired with laughter is the best defense, turning the fear into something ridiculous. Professor Lupin famously uses a boggart during his DADA class in Prisoner of Azkaban, helping students confront their fears in a safe, controlled setting. Cornish Pixie. Cornish pixies are electric blue, mischievous creatures known for causing chaos. Roughly 8 inches tall, they can fly and lift objects many times their weight. They're introduced in Chamber of Secrets when Gilderoy Lockhart foolishly unleashes a cage full during class. The pixies immediately wreak havoc, carrying books, pulling hair, and hanging Neville Longbottom from a chandelier. Though not dangerous, they're hard to control, especially when handled by someone as incompetent as Lockhart. Mountain Troll. Mountain trolls are massive, dim-witted creatures known for brute strength and low intelligence. Standing up to 12 feet tall, they carry clubs and are highly dangerous. In Philosopher's Stone, a fully grown troll infiltrates Hogwarts during Halloween, nearly killing Hermione before Harry and Ron intervene. Trolls are used by Voldemort's followers during the Battle of Hogwarts, and were previously employed by the Ministry as guards, though that ended due to their uncontrollable nature. Their stupidity makes them easy to manipulate, but hard to stop. Goblin. Goblins are intelligent, secretive, magical beings best known for managing Gringotts Wizarding Bank. They are expert metalsmiths, creators of goblin-made artifacts like the Sword of Gryffindor, which they believe belongs to its maker, not its user. Goblins don't use wands, but have their own powerful brand of magic. Griphook plays a key role in Deathly Hallows, helping Harry, Ron, and Hermione break into Bellatrix Lestrange's vault. However, tensions between wizards and goblins remain high, due to historical betrayals and wand ownership disputes. Goblins are proud and fiercely protective of their culture, making them both allies and rivals in the magical world. House Elf. House elves are powerful magical creatures bound to serve wizarding families, often under cruel lifelong servitude. They possess unique magic, including apparition in places like Hogwarts, and don't require wands. Dobby, the first tree elf we meet, defies the Malfoys and becomes a symbol of resistance and loyalty, ultimately sacrificing his own life to save Harry. Creature starts as hostile, but transforms after Harry treats him with dignity, helping significantly during the hunt for Horcruxes. Winky, once loyal to the Crouch family, struggles deeply with freedom. These elves reveal a hidden, often ignored social issue in the wizarding world: systemic injustice. Despite their magical power, house elves are marginalized, though characters like Hermione through SPEW attempt to change that. Their loyalty, bravery, and magic play a key role in the fight against Voldemort. Giant. Giants are enormous humanoid creatures, often over 20 feet tall, known for their strength and violent tendencies. They were once numerous, but internal wars and persecution by wizards drastically reduced their numbers. By the time of the Second Wizarding War, only about 70 remain, mostly isolated in mountain colonies. Hagrid's half-brother Grop is a rare example of a giant integrating peacefully into wizarding society, albeit with difficulty. Voldemort recruits giants to his side, using their destructive power in battle, especially during the Battle of Hogwarts. Ghoul. Ghouls are harmless, ugly creatures that typically inhabit wizarding homes, often in attics or basements. They groan and clank pipes, but pose no real threat. The Weasleys have one in their attic. In Deathly Hallows, Ron disguises this ghoul in pajamas to make it seem like he's sick with spattergroit, preventing suspicion about his absence from school during the Horcrux hunt.